What's up, everybody? It is nearing the end of October, so it is time for part 2 of the grow tent tour here. And so the first round I showed you these plants. I am going to double back and show you some new things that have happened, some pretty cool things that have happened with these plants. But then I'm also going to highlight the ones that I did not touch on last time. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so just doubling back, I did show some of these plants, but I wanted to show this new one that opened up. This one right here is a ventricosa by Bongzo by Mariliana, and it just opened up a new, these are going to be uppers, but how cool is that, right? Here's the old one that I showed you the last video. It gets this almost like wine color red, very, very cool, very, very stout pitchers. That will start off like this, and then we'll eventually get darker and darker to this color. Very, very tough pitchers, and so that is just so cool. So that one has come in since the last time I made a video. And then also on my Nepenthes Caesar, which is this big one right here, this big girl here. I didn't even see this picture. This is the newest picture that opened up. These are the intermediate pitchers. You can tell by the tendril and how that is starting to form. Not quite a full upper, but it is intermediate, so they are considerably smaller, but still have that beautiful, beautiful peristome color. And then also the interior is just amazing. Since this is a Nepenthes Brutus that has opened up, and so see if I can get that for you. How cool is that? You can tell the Nepenthes Caesar and the Nepenthes Brutus are very, very closely related. They are just the reverse cross of each other. And so, again, this is going to be more of an intermediate picture for it. But see if I can get the whole picture. So, so cool. This is the largest one that's produced so far. They will get substantially larger than this, but just an absolutely beautiful plant, peristome. And they, again, I just can't get over how closely they resemble each other, which is obviously understandable, seeing how closely related they are. Here's the newest picture of that Hamakua by Truncata Giant that's coming in. If you'll remember, these things get absolutely enormous. The last picture, I can't get to it, is about 13 inches. So they do get absolutely enormous. So can't wait for that one to grow in. This one is the Nepenthes Truncata by Biok, and this is its newest picture that opened up, almost like very Berkey-ish, but yeah, so cool. It's got that nice, it almost even has like a ventricosa Denver by Truncata look to it. The interior is this really cool, like a plum kind of muted colors. Very, very nice plant. Let's see what else we got here. I've got some Truncatas here. This one's hiding out, but it's growing nicely. I just pulled this one out over here. It's got a very, very tubby little pitcher. This is Truncata, I believe this is Truncata JB by Payson. So this is a smaller one of the big one right here. Exciting news, I don't know if I can get it, but the Spatulata by Titan has got a basil growing on it. You can barely see it there, so I'm very excited about that, and seeing that thing grow. That is a very, very, very strong grower. Let's see what else we got here. One of my favorites, Clipiata by, or Marpesa by Clipiata. It's got a big, big, big pitcher on it. Well, big for its plant, or for its kind, and I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Big for this hybrid. But you can see here, this has got a very much a Clipiata shape to it. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this plant. Such an easy grower. Very forgiving. It actually got thrip not too long ago, and it bounced back so fast. This is Boschiana by Song of Melancholy, and it just puts out these big, beautiful, no, I keep saying big, these beautiful purplish red pitchers. So neat. Next to that is Stenophylla, and of course it's got a pitcher, but you know where they all, as Nepenthes go, where they put them where you can't get to them. There it is, Stenophylla. Absolutely a gorgeous, almost hand-painted picture on those things. I love the Stenophylla. Next to it is Aime. Aime is starting to get those long, that sort of tall neck. This is the juvenile picture still, but it is starting to get that long, tall neck that it is known for. So I'm very excited about that. Let me bring you in here without damaging this plant. This is Sibuinensis patches by Truncata Giant, and so I'm super excited to see that. My buddy, Plant Prodigy, he has a big one of those. It's really neat. This plant is so unique. This is Astucciae by Spatulata by Jacquelineae, and if I can get it to focus, look at the interior pattern on these pictures. They're so strong. Those spots look like they're on the outside. That's actually on the interior, and it's just sort of coming through, almost transparent. Super slow grower, but it is starting to pick up a pace a little bit, putting out these really amazing sort of speckled pictures, and I cannot wait to see what the mature bodies on those things look like. It's going to be insane. This is a Spatulata by Spectabilis by Vici Cobra. It's actually an extremely fast grower considering its parents. It's done very well in the grow tent, and I'm super excited about that. Next up is this Talented Tower. It's got a new picture forming on it. Absolutely amazing. I think it's got a Fipiata in it, Truncata in it. It's got a bunch of different stuff in it. It's so neat. I love that plant very much. Let's see what else we got here. This is the Renoir Tiana by Rob Cantley. Extremely slow grower. Probably the slowest growing Nepenthes I've ever seen. It is starting to put out some, I mean, this plant itself is probably, I don't know, 2 years old. And I mean, you can see 2 years in my care, probably older than that. And you can see how small it is still. Behind that is the Sumatrana by, I believe, Platykyla. It's doing really well, and it's got its little sibling over here. The sibling's not doing as well at all. It's got something going on with the leaves that I'm trying to look up for. I think I got too much. I had it way up near the lights, and I think it just got burnt a little bit. All right, so this big one right here is Truncata by Mira. See if I can get it in the focus. I'm purposely letting it hang down. I'm trying to tease a basal out of it. Truncata by Mira. It doesn't have any pictures on it just yet, or as of right now, but it produces some really cool sort of elongated Mira pictures. Very neat. This is my Truncata Hiroshima clone. One of the worst growing Truncatas I've ever seen. Puts out really big pictures, but it is just atrocious to grow. I have had not the greatest luck with it, but yeah, it's it's still kicking, doing its thing, and so I'm letting it, just trying to be patient with it. Here is Ventricosa Denver by Truncata. I don't think I have any good pictures on it just yet, but it is doing okay. I just gave it a repot. It was time that the last soil it was in was terrible. Here's Sanguinea that I got from California Carnivorous, and you can see it's starting to get those Sanguinea pictures. Very paper thin pictures. They get big, but they're very thin, very soft, malleable pictures. Easy grower. I recommend it for anybody to have in the collections just because it's a neat little plant. Down here we have Maxima Wavy Leaf. It's kind of getting smushed by the Rob Cantley, but Maxima Wavy Leaf, I'm going to need to move that down, but it's doing very well. It had a rough patch for quite a while, but it is making a comeback, and I just love the wavy leaves on them. They're just so amazing. Here we have a Rob Cantley by Glandrolifera. I'm letting it hang down just like I did the Mira because I'm trying to get it to produce a basal. It is very tough to basal, it appears, at least for me. I cannot get this thing to basal, so I'm hoping that I can get it going there. This is one of the few pulchra hybrids that you will see, and it's quite a long one. Let's see. This is Thimbleton, which is Murrayana by, they don't know, by a mystery, Murrayana by truncata by pulchra. It will get enormous pictures on it. It's just, right now it's focused on growing its leaves. It gets these very unique. The thing about pulchra hybrids is they will vary widely in the type of pictures they get. And so sometimes they'll be all the way from a deep purple to a pink and everything in between. This one back here is ventricosa by Sibianensis by Rob Cantley. It's the one that I broke the growth tip on, and as you can see, it's grown a basal here. It grew a basal from its root, and then you can barely see it, but it's got a third basal growing, so I'm super excited about that. This thing's going to be a bush here pretty soon. Behind that is my other pulchra hybrid that is more of a complex hybrid. It is doing okay. Doesn't really have any active pictures on it at the moment. So those are doing just fine. Let's see, what else can I show you? Back here, the Rebecca Soper is just growing crazy. I'm surprised it hasn't flowered yet, but it's going nuts. And then, of course, you've got one of the Brigsianas that I have back here. I just try to keep all the Brigsianas together. I need to do some trimming, get some of this dead growth off of here. But let me stop the camera real quick because I want to show you how some of the seedlings are doing. You'd be surprised how big they've gotten already. It's only been maybe 2 months, maybe, I think, month and a half, 2 months, and they are getting huge. So let me pause it real quick. Here are some of them. I've got more, but these are some of the larger ones. I mean, look at the size of these things already. It's been like 2 months, and these plants are probably about 2 months away from me to be able to put them or tease them apart and put them in their own little reservoir. But they're doing absolutely amazing. Also, fun fact, this was all dead moss when I planted it, and it has all since grown back. Let me bring out another one and show you. All right, so here's another one. What's really cool about this is not just the seedlings, which are growing like crazy, but again, this was all dead moss that I got from the store, and now you can see it is all live moss. So really cool. I did not think that this stuff could be brought back to life, but here is proof that it can, which I think is just such a cool little concept. And I'm really enjoying that almost as much as I am enjoying growing the plants themselves. All right, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this quick little tour. I am just getting over the flu, so I had COVID, if you're keeping track. I had COVID to about 2.5 weeks ago, and then I got the flu, and then I went to the doctor for the flu and got a stomach bug. So it's been an interesting October, to say the least. But I hope you enjoyed the second part of this tour. All the plants are growing very, very well. If you look back at some of my older videos, I was looking at them the other day, and I just cannot believe how fast these have grown, how big they've gotten in such a short period of time. So I'm excited about that, excited to share this journey with you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.